This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
About 3 years ago, I had pneumonia, and I'm not supposed to be in this cold weather, but...
We head to Martinsville for a motorcycle ride that benefits the Relay for Life.
Our goal is $1,000, and I think this year we're going to finally hit our goal.
Then we head north to Renegade Classics. They're celebrating their 1-year anniversary. If you don't grow up, you can't get old.
The money I've got into this, my kids' inheritance is gone.
All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder.
Saw you on Steel Horse.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
I think people like Hang Out of Flames mainly because it's not a big corporate store. They can come here, they can hang out. We invite them in the back to watch us while we work on their bike or even participate. We get a lot of new riders, first-time riders. They like that extra hands-on, and I think they like the pride in knowing what's being done to their motorcycle.
They do great work, and it's a great place to hang out, and we're thankful to have them as a sponsor of Steel Horse Thunder.
Are you adequately insured if you get in an accident? Do you have the right coverage? Can you recover from your own insurance company? These are questions we deal with on a daily basis. So call us at 317-842-5800 or visit us at Leidendorf.com. Because if you're in an accident, you need us against the insurance company. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Vince, the store looks a whole lot different than it did this time last year.
It does. I actually saw our old interview, and I saw the barren walls behind and how different it looked. It has changed a lot.
So obviously business has been going good for you, and what's new around here?
We just kind of expanded everything. We really listened to what the customers have told us. Like, for example, last year I was like, oh, you don't have any perforated leather. So now this year I have perforated leather. We picked up a couple exclusive brands that no one else are going to carry or have available in the area, and it's all customer driven. I listen to what they say, and that's what I put here. We're on the southwest corner of 96 in Aliceville. There's a light to get in. There's very convenient. Construction's done, so come right on in. It's right in the same strip mall as Kip's Pub and southwest corner.
And remember, when you come in, make sure you tell them Steel Horse Thunder sent you. Hey, we got another one of these May Saturdays here. It's a little cold, it's a little overcast, it's pretty windy, but we have a lot of diehard bikers here today. Cindy, what's going on?
This is the Cruising for the Cure, and it's not just a little cool out here. It is cold.
It is cold, but like I said, we got some diehard bikers here today. You want to go inside where it's warm and go talk to some people?
I sure do.
Let's go find out a little bit more about the cause. Hey man, I know you put a lot of work into this ride. Unfortunately, one thing we can't control is Mother Nature, and once again, Mother Nature doesn't want to cooperate with us, but you still had quite a few people show up here today. Tell me a little bit about this ride.
All right, so we are Victor's TC Outlaws in honor of Vic Sr., who was the owner's father who passed away from cancer. So the last 3 years we've done a Relay for Life team. This is the first ride we've done. And like you said, weather doesn't always cooperate, but we had some diehards out here that came down. I know they had about a 2-hour ride just to get here. Now they're on their way. So they'll hit the midway, and then once they're done there, they'll be coming back. Hopefully they'll have lunch with us.
And that's pretty cool. Now, I know you guys did some other events along the way. What made you decide, hey, we need to do a motorcycle ride?
When I was younger, my uncle did a motorcycle ride for his sister-in-law who passed away from cancer, and I was able to help with that. We started the 4-H grounds. We went down to the Harley store in Bloomington, and I actually got a ride on that ride and help with some of the other stuff once we got back. And I was like, that was something that everybody can participate in. Bikers as a whole are a pretty close-knit group of people, and so they always want to support each other. And I said, this would be a great way for us to, give back to the community, have them come out, help us raise money for this cause. And, this was our first year, so hopefully next year we'll have an even bigger turnout.
And obviously, Texas Corral, you guys are like family for Cindy and I personally, because this is where we hang out at all the time. So really cool to be able to come down here and actually cover a ride leaving this place.
Yep, I know you guys are going to do another ride here. Starts here in the summer, I believe you said. Yes. You're right. We have done several other things. We did a car wash this year. We did a dine and donate, which, if you come in and you say, hey, I'm here for Relay for Life, we donate a percentage of your check to our Relay for Life team. So we raised about $100 there. We raced a little over $100 at the car wash. Our goal is $1,000, and I think this year we're going to finally hit our goal of the $1,000. You know, today's going to help a lot.
Hey man, I know it's not the ideal weather conditions. I know it's a little bit overcast. The breeze is blowing. It's a little chilly this morning. So what brings you out to this ride?
I live here in town and really just want to come out, maybe meet a few new people, go for a ride, go out to the new Shelbyville store and check that out and see what the day brings.
Well, I know it's going to be a small crowd, as every ride today is going to be, because for whatever reason this year, the weather does not want to cooperate. I keep saying if Mother Nature doesn't change her ways, I'm going to go move in with Dad, because Mother Nature's not working at all this year. So heading out to the Shelbyville store, and this ride is for Relay for Life, so obviously it's for a good cause and everything else. Do you do a lot of charity rides?
Yeah, 1 or 2 a year. Just, you know, depends on the weather, obviously, and the time of the morning. Sometimes it's rough to get up, but if it's for a good cause, get out and do something.
Man, I know you guys are here to do the ride. A little chilly this morning. It doesn't feel like it's almost summertime by any means. I think the last time we did a ride here, it was about the same temperature. Very cold, but you guys showed up in 2 vehicles to get here?
Yes, we did. I didn't want to ride and then ride again. It's too cold for that. I'll make him do that.
So what do you think? Do you mind riding in the cold weather?
I don't mind it as long as it's not brutal, you know, but I don't mind. I usually ride every chance I get, so. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's too bad, but for her, it's going to be a pretty cool ride.
Well, you know, you got to tuck down behind him and just you got to cuddle up in there. You got to cuddle up.
I know. He likes that part.
So what brought you out to the ride?
I actually work here, and so I like supporting Relay for Life stuff and just being able to support kids. And I think it's a great way for riders to support other things that they're doing in the community. So
I agree. So you're in the same boat, or do you just want to ride?
Well, I just like to ride, but I'm with her. I like to support the children. I mean, we both are actually licensed foster parents, so very good. Yeah, so we enjoy with the kids and everything, so it's a good thing.
Right on, man. Well, I hope you guys have a good ride. I know it is a little breezy, it's a little cold, a little overcast, but guess what? It's not raining, and that's the first time I've been able to say that, I think, all month.
Darlene, you're here for this ride. Where did you ride from?
We rode from Noblesville, and we have other people with us from Carmel, Greenfield. I think that's about it.
Well, you know, you guys rode a long way to get to this ride, and it's kind of cold today. It's not the nicest day, but you guys rode in this cold weather to get here, and it's a good cause. Is there a reason what brought you out to this ride?
Well, it was because it was for the children. My husband knew of another ride, but we chose this one because of that.
And I heard that you had pneumonia recently, and you probably shouldn't be out here in this cold, right?
Oh, about 3 years ago, I had pneumonia, and I'm not supposed to be in this cold weather, but here I am.
Well, I'm glad that you're here today, and I hope that you will stay healthy and not get any pneumonia. You guys just bundle up and stay warm today and have a good ride. Aaron, you're here for this ride today, and I know that you don't live that far away, but your wife actually works here and did the breakfast this morning, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She got up early and came in, her and CJ, and they made biscuits and gravy and eggs and French toast and had a good breakfast.
You know, that's pretty cool that they just came out here and did this. I mean, it's a good cause, but they came out here, volunteered their time to put on this breakfast, and here you are. You're going to do the ride today, right?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. It's a lot easier for me to do this than it is for the people that we're doing it for.
Yeah, it goes for a good cause. Everybody needs to get out there and make some money for a good cause.
Well, I know it's for the Relay for Life, and I think that's all over the country. I don't think it's just here in Martinsville, but it's a good cause. You know, and it is pretty cold out there today. You guys came a long way for this ride, so how do you feel about riding all that way in the cold today?
Yeah, I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Well, there's not very many people showing up today because of the cold. What do you think? Do you think that's a problem or what?
Just too many sissies.
Now, Scott, I know you're a fellow Road King rider, as myself. I noticed you have a different bike out here. Tell me a little bit about your new bike.
Yeah, I had to trade in the Road King. Really loved it. Wish I could have kept it, but needed that to kind of help with this one as far as the trade-in. But this is basically just a Road King with a fairing and a stereo. Same rides, just as comfortable, just a little different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. As far as the comfort value goes, is this one any more comfortable? I mean, I know it's got the fairing and everything else, with the Street Glide there, but what do you think?
The fairing, it just keeps a little bit of the wind off. The Road King had the cheap windshield, but I hardly had that on anyways. This just kind of keeps down on the noise, so when I have a passenger, we can talk and listen to the radio without screaming at each other.
Yeah.
And I'm in control of the radio. That's my biggest thing.
So control's a good thing.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Well, that's cool, man. It's a beautiful bike, and I hope you have as many great years on this as you did on the Road King.
Yes, sir.
You're on a tight ship here at Texas Corral. When roll call is called, you better go. I don't care if you're in the middle of eating or not.
People ask me all the time where I get my hair done. Well, today I'm in Martinsville, Indiana at Tangles with Heather Spurgeon, who is my stylist. Heather, how can we get a hold of you?
People can get a hold of me directly on my cell phone. They can call or text me anytime they want at 765-341-4393. You can also find me on Facebook under Heather Spurgeon also, and you can send me a message on there and I can get back with you.
And what kind of hairstyles do you do?
I pretty much do everything. We're a full-service salon, so we do men's, women's cuts, lots of color. We also have perms. We do waxing, facial waxing, and we also have a nail tech here. So we kind of service everybody from 0 to 99. So.
Well, thank you for being with us today, and thank you, as always, for doing my hair.
You hear that little voice? It says, meet me where the road touches the sky. It's time to ride. And when you're on the road, make sure you have rider insurance. Rider is focused solely on the motorcycle community and has been for almost 4 decades. We know what it's like to feel the wind on our face because we're riders ourselves. Come see the difference. Ride with Rider.
All motorcyclists are invited to the 23rd Annual Miracle Ride, June 4th and 5th. Saturday, ride one of 7 poker runs from around the state. Sunday, the big ride starts at Allison Transmission. Ride the famous Indy 500 track. Win prizes. Don't forget, the Miracle Trail Riding Race is June 11th and 12th. Miracle Riders have donated more than $4.7 million to Riley Hospital. Get all the details at miracleride.net. Hope happens when we ride. Festival license number 140035.
Leidendorf Law has been a proud sponsor of charity rides throughout central Indiana. Through the years, we have established many lasting relationships with Steel Horse viewers and clients. I've had many riders come up to me and say, I hope I don't ever need a lawyer, but if I do, I know who to call. So if you're in an accident and need a seasoned trial lawyer, call Leidendorf Law. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
So Donna, tell me about your bike, because this is a pretty cool bike. I love the color. I love the way it looks. Tell me about it.
It's a custom built bobber. It started out as a 1988 883 Sportster, and it's bored out to a 1250 and cut back. It has very little on it, only the necessities. There's no gas gauge, there's no speedometer, there's no turn signals, nothing. It's just basics, and it makes it lightweight, and it's really actually easy to ride. It does go fast, so you have to be careful, but this is my first real bike and really riding, and this is what I basically started out on. So yeah.
So how long have you been riding?
This makes my second full year, actually.
Second full year.
Yeah.
So
I kind of started in the fall the year before and rode a little bit, and then really took off last year.
So is this the bike that you started on then, and have you changed it any?
Basically, this is what I started on. I did try a few years ago on a Buell Blast, but that didn't work out too well, and I just decided that I wanted to get my own bike and try it again, and I did it.
Okay, well, I want to know why that Buell Blast didn't work out, because I have one, and I love that bike. It was fun.
Well, I didn't make a curve, a turn, and I ramped a cattle gate and went up in the air on the other side, but I landed on two wheels. But the ex was behind me, and it made him so nervous he freaked out that I couldn't ride with him, and he made me too nervous to ride with him after that, so I gave it up.
Well, you shouldn't have gave it up, because you may have been, another Bubba Blackwell on jumping bikes or something.
Well, yeah, but I'm too old for that now, so I'm not going to try it again, okay?
You're never too old. Well, I love this bike. It's beautiful. I love the way that it's built. The solo seat is awesome. I hope you have a lot of good miles on this bike.
I hope I do too, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I get a lot of attention on this bike. I wish I got that much attention when I wasn't on it. Hey!
Well, thank you very much for talking about your bike. I love it. Just keep on riding.
Thank you. I think you guys are awesome, what you do for everybody and everything, so thanks.
How would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family if you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer. It's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. Two great locations.
One thing about the motorcycle community is when one goes down, there's always another to help that rider back up. We take that same philosophy to our law practice. If you get hurt on the roads due to an accident, our team will help you pick up the pieces. Medical bills, lost income, pain and suffering. These aren't just words, they're the unfortunate reality for injured bikers and motorists. We may not be able to heal all your wounds, but we'll help you get back up by fighting for your right to fair compensation. Let our family help protect yours.
Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Some people say true beauty comes from within. At Krambos, we think beauty can be inside and out. Along with the best paint and bodywork in the state, Krambos also offers all Harley motorcycle service work, from tune-ups to rebuilds, so make sure your bike looks as good as it runs and bring it on in to the only shop that treats your bike as good as we treat our own. Krambos. We'll get you noticed.
Hey, we're up on the north side of Indianapolis. We're in a big parking lot, a lot of motorcycles, dyno drags, music. Cindy, what's this all about?
This is Renegade Classics, first anniversary, and it's unbelievable.
Good turnout, cold night, good turnout. And it's hard to believe they've been here for a year. Let's go talk to some people, see how they like the new place, and let's go talk to Vince. Hey man, we're up here at Allison Mill Road, 96th Street. We're at Renegade Classics, the 1 year anniversary. Yeah. Vince, nice turnout, nice event you got going on here. How's the first year been?
It's been very educational. I've had lots of myths shattered, lots of my plans destroyed, but no, it's been great. I mean, it really has been.
And the event here, I know you guys do you do your bike night the first Tuesday of every month, and you have this going on here. You do a lot of rides coming in and out of here, so I guess the community has taken to you guys.
They fortunately have embraced us, and like I always say, I'm so thankful for that, because they've made us feel welcome from the very beginning, and obviously without them we couldn't do what we do. And we do it for them because we're in the community too, and we know the frustration, so we're glad they've taken to us.
And how's it been out here? You got a big parking lot. Obviously, there's a few other stores around here, so that all is gone with no problem?
No, we have a great relationship with our neighbors. We check in with them, tell them what we're doing, and they like the fact that we bring people to this corner. You know, for a long time, before they put this new light in, this area was kind of dying. And so now they got some new life in the corner. People come here, they hit the Mexican grocery store, they hit Subway, they hit Kips, obviously. And so everyone's participating and coming out ahead.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. And just in case you don't know, Allison Mill Road, the construction is done. You can get up here in just a minute after you get off of 465. So that part is really nice.
Right, I know.
But man, I'm just glad to see everything's going good for you guys here. And like I said, it's been a great addition to this area.
It has been. And I want to thank you for your support. No one is more loyal than the Steel Horse viewers. They walk in the front door. Saw you on Steel Horse. I mean, no one else does that for us. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Marty, I'm looking at your shirt, Hired Guns. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
We are a custom paint shop. I specialize in the artwork, automotive artwork, airbrush work, but we do a little bit of collision and restoration work too on cars and bikes and anything that'll take paint pretty much.
Right on. Now, I know I've seen your booth set up before, and I know there's been times I've seen it. You've had motorcycles and everything out there. Right. Really cool display. I know tonight it's a little bit less, but where are you guys located at?
We're actually right off 69, kind of between Anderson and Pendleton. Anderson address, so.
And how do people get in touch with you?
Give me a call, 765-336-4401. That's my personal number. You can check us out. Our Facebook page is Hired Guns Paint. That shows all our recent stuff on there. You can message me on there. So, yep.
So how long you guys been doing this?
I've been airbrushing for about 20 years, give or take. But the shop that we're currently in now, we've been there about 2.5 years or so.
Right on. So then, do you do this a lot? Do you set up at a lot of different rallies and different events?
I do when I have time. But we've been pretty busy lately, so this is the first one of the year. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll have some time to get out to some of the other ones coming up.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing to be busy. It's a very good thing.
It's not a problem. It's a good problem to have.
Right on. Well, I hope a lot of people come out here and talk to you guys tonight, and I'm glad you guys are here.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So now, the dog is Lou. This is Lou. Does he ever ride on a motorcycle?
We haven't tried it yet. We watch videos and we've thought about it, but we haven't tried it yet. Our bike is only like a year old, so we also want it scratched.
Well, that's true. Maybe he could put socks on his feet?
Ah, that's true.
Lou? Lou?
I like Daddy's bike.
What do you think? He thought it was a piece of sausage or something there, didn't you? You thought it was something to eat, buddy. And that is right there. This is the reaction of every guy when he gets a new motorcycle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First met you, I knew your name was Chromie. Right. And now I'm looking at your bike, I understand why. Dude, how long has it taken you to do this?
It's been a work in progress since '02, actually. I got this bike after one of mine was stolen in front of the Slippery Noodle during race weekend. So I just happened to walk into Northside Harley. This was on the floor and I bought it immediately.
And it didn't look anything like this when you bought it, did it?
Nothing. No, it's been a project, but it's been great. And I just turned 92,000 miles on it.
Right on.
So it gets ridden.
And I love that. I love, it's one thing, you see some really cool, really nice bikes and stuff, and it's like, but they don't have any miles, but you understand, all right, it's still a cool bike. But when I see one that looks like this, and it's got 92,000 miles on it, it's like, my God, it's just as dependable as it is awesome looking.
Well, yes, it has been very dependable bike. I have no complaints about it. It's been the best bike I've ever owned. So.
And you got this in '02, you say?
Yes, '02.
I got to tell you, I love people that hang with their original, they're not original bikes, but a long time. I've been on my same bike for 16 years. I bought it in 2000. So, and again, I love it. Why would I get rid of it?
I've got this one set up just the way I want it. I mean, it's custom built for me. So, where would I go? Start all over again? Okay. Plus, the money I've got into this, my kid's inheritance is gone. So.
So you're not going to get the money out of it, you think?
No, and neither are they.
So, Tony, what in the heck are you doing out here? It's cold today.
Vince invited me to come on out, see this, his 1-year anniversary, and see all the shindig that's going on, and I'm pretty excited to see this little race that's going on.
So what is this shindig?
It's the 1-year anniversary at Renegades.
Renegades is one of our sponsors, and I love Renegades. They do an awesome job up here on the north side.
Oh, it is. I was out last year trying to find a nice bike shop. Somebody recommended this place. I came here on the second day that they were open, and it's a wonderful place.
Okay, did Steel Horse Thunder recommend this place?
Yes.
Yes. They did, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you doing standing here, or what's going on behind us?
Well, behind us, they're setting up to do a dyno test. They're doing a drag race between these two bikes to see which one has more horsepower and who's going to beat them off the line.
Okay, so who's going to win?
I think the red one's going to win. Yeah, I think that's the sleeper.
Hey man, I saw you up there doing the dyno drag and everything. Can you tell me a little bit about the bike?
It's just a stock 103, actually lowrider. I did a little intake work to it, headers, and had it dyno tuned at Southside Harley, and seems to run pretty good.
Now, have you ever done that before?
Never in my life. It was experience. It's a comfortable feeling. I mean, the bike, handled real well up there. It was real stable, and it was a pretty cool deal.
So does it tell you what your top speed was and all that kind?
Yeah, I went 944 to 120.9 mile an hour. So, I run it in the real drags at IRP on slick night, and the track was real sticky. I idled off, and I didn't really kill it, and I went a 1347 at 98 on a real drag strip. But that was just after that. I wanted to see what it'd do, but I didn't buy it to hot rod it or hurt it. I just ride with my brothers and we have a good time.
So now, do you have any kind of background with drag racing then?
Yeah, I worked in Top Fuel for a living with Don Schumacher Racing.
Couldn't get on with the big team?
Well, I repair engines and I'm an old guy. that drag racing's for them young guys.
No, I mean, obviously Schumacher's big name that you're working for there.
It's a good place to work, good people. Don gives us all the best of everything we can work with. Good man.
Well, that's cool. So you do it for a living. You work with a team, then you get to play on your own bike doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. You're supposed to stop doing that when you get old.
Well, I know. My wife said, Harley's out of the garage. Where are you at? And I said, well, I'm up at Renegade's Classics for the anniversary thing, and I'm going to run the bike on the dyno drags. She goes, you shouldn't have told me that. You got to grow up.
And I guess that's the whole trick right there. If you don't grow up, you can't get old.
That's right, exactly.
Now, I know you guys also had a ride through here earlier today. Yeah, this morning. Weather wasn't real good. How'd you guys do?
Well, this was the Cicero American Legion's first time putting on a charity ride, and they called it the Battle Ride. And it was a great turnout. We had 57 bikes, and it was under 40 degrees and drizzly. So they were very dedicated. And I think the fact that it was such an excellent cause is why they're willing to tough it out. They hit 5 other legions from here, raising money for PTSD and TBI treatment. And so they did a great job. And we're continuing to sell shirts tonight to kind of help raise money for those. And then we're giving back a portion of the morning sales back to their charity also. Because as a vet and a Legionnaire, I just feel like I couldn't go on the rides. It's the least we can do.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. I want to thank everybody that came out to the fundraiser. Huge success. Great time. Thank you, everybody. And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Still Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.